this video, we will be looking at the basic features of Google Scholar. Google Scholar is a web search engine that specializes in scholarly resources. This means that the majority of the search results that you will receive are journal articles, conference proceedings, and similar scholarly works. This is not to say that they're all necessarily peer-reviewed, but most of them are scholarly items, books even, and it searches across metadata and in some cases full text. It can be a very useful way of finding scholarly literature that is freely available online and also finding the citation information for items that you may wish to try to find at the FIT library or request via interlibrary loan. So let's get started. Taking a look at this page, you'll see that it looks a little bit like the Google search that you may be used to in the sense that it is primarily focused on a search bar. Underneath the search bar, you'll see that there are options to search articles and case law. Case law refers to legal cases, and the two pieces of Google Scholar, case law and articles, are kept fairly separate. So if you are looking for scholarly articles, you definitely want to make sure that you have selected the articles option here. Now let's run a search. So I'm going to search for performance textiles. You see that it will give me suggestions. And when I run a search, you'll see that I get 926,000 results, and the search was quite quick. So let's take a look at what these results are. So if you look at this information, you'll see that they try to label it as best they can with what it is. So here is a label that shows that this is a book, this is a PDF, and you'll see that here it does say what the title of the journal is, so it's probably a journal article. And another piece of information that they give you about these pieces is how many times they've been cited. Now, this number may not be 100% accurate, but it does give you a sense of how many times this particular item has been cited. And if you click on this, you'll see that it will take you to a list of who has cited it as well. Going back, we can also look at another one of these features, this quotation mark. Clicking on this will give you the citation in a variety of formats for that work. Now, please do note that this is not always 100% accurate, but it can be a helpful starting place for citing the item. Now, if we were to just simply click on the title of this work, it will open wherever it has found that work. So in this case, it's going to show you a preview of the book in Google Books. In the case of an article, it's going to take you to the PDF if one is freely available, or the journal page if that is what's available and what Google was able to find. And off to the right here, you'll see that if a free copy is available online, that will also come up. There's also a way to connect Google Scholar to your FIT access so that it will show you whether or not FIT has access to the item in this right-hand column as well. And a separate video will demonstrate how you can set that up. Now at the bottom, you'll see that they show you some related searches that you may prefer to run. That can be helpful in helping you to generate some search terms and other searches that you might want to use. Other features that are important here, you can see that you can customize the range of time. So let's say you're really only interested in very recent articles on this topic. You can click since 2019, and all of these are now articles that have been published since 2019. You can also sort by date if that would be preferable. It's also noteworthy that you can create an alert here. So if you wanted to know every time a new item was added about performance textiles, you could click to create an alert, and you'll see that it's going to be searching in the title performance textiles, and it's going to send me an email when that happens. I could simply click create alert, and that alert would be set up for me. So that gives you an idea of the basics of Google Scholar. It's a very useful tool when you are running some searches for online materials, as it does help you to find many freely available resources, as well as help you to find citation information that you can then look up in one search on the FIT website, or instead ILL through our library. If you have questions on this or anything else, please ask the library.